Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my videos. Free up my weapons them and turn them on. Beware, beware, beware. Mayday, mayday. Don't ramp with the payday. Shotgun. In case to shoot. Run them down and burn them down. Shotgun, pull it out and shoot. Now people, welcome to my camera. I remember when I use that command, is not inflicting crime or be a warmonger among the people. It's just a command. And I tell you, if you say it, you're under magical attack, it will clear the way. Understand? And remember, good is evil, evil is good. This one now is a camera that I was thinking about giving to you. Understand? This reasoning called whatever the people teach, that's what they follow. Now, most of what you teach is not really so. We all know it's mind control. You understand? Now some people ask, what caused me to do so much knowledge and where all the knowledge come from? Me realize that when a human challenge and do not lash out with guns and knife or kill, it will develop a different frequency of the human mind. That's what it develops. If the human focusing on defense, the defense will grow. It become a professional, it become a way of life. Understand? This is why I have rookie, I have pro. So a pro do what pro do and rookie do what rookie do. You understand? This is what I'm trying to tell you. But when you check all the levels and check all the balance, it's all boiled down to what you teach, you become like. You understand? And if you grow up into a culture that teach Jesus Christ, you're gonna pass it down to your generation, children. You understand? If you come up in a culture that teach knowledge of Buddha or Socrates or Zeus, I mentioned that before, King Selassie or the Rastafari way, you're gonna pass it on to your child. But what all population must understand, that's knowledge of someone. Understand? And you are becoming knowledge of someone. But what the real knowledge is what you discover, what you research, what you observe, what you analyze on your own. Understand? Because if you check it, everywhere have its own role. If you work at a job, you still fall on a departmental labor rule. Understand? If you broke departmental labor rule as a corporation, the employee can sue you. Understand? And the people then can step up and do other things. But it all boils down to one thing again. Whatever they teach you, that's what you follow. So if you teach yourself to understand the system you're in, to understand the teaching that gives onto you, you will graduate to a different level of your mind, because your mind comes with frequency and level. This is why when people go to prison and they do not caught up into the world, and they study, they mentally get intelligent. Understand? And the ones that do not go to jail and they spend more time in the book, they get intelligent. But when they get intelligent after what they teach them, and they're following what they teach. And this is why so much people get caught into following the wrong teaching, following down the wrong road. Understand? If you read some and you like what you read, you have to look for the reality. Don't become what you read. Become of what you accumulate and observe of your own. Knowledge of your own is the key to everything. Understand? So if someone teach you how to pimp, you'll find a way how to pimp, man. If someone teach you how to rhyme, find your own way how to rhyme. Because there's a way for you. Remember your own design? Yeah, this is your father. If someone teach you how to do firefight, police officer, whatever, hustle, gang, rap. Understand? Whatever you go and do, remember it's someone give you that. So this is why everything you learn, you must add your own take to it. Repeat, whatever you learn, you must add your own take to it. You see how I do it? I come up with a way to speak to you. And other people might say, well, you shouldn't just talk, but I add music, I add a cappella type, and I add also rhythm type. You understand? People like when I talk, but I add my way to talk. You understand? And I will continue adding my way to it. So I breaking from what they teach me and upgrade a way how I think it should be going. This is why people say I have my own philosophy. It's not really philosophy. I just see that some part of the world been broken, and I notice some knowledge is not really knowledge of the truth. Some knowledge is knowledge to brainwash you and keep a generation in thinking a way that is not supposed to be like that. You understand? I am from Jamaica, and I came up here with my Jamaican knowledge, and I hold on to some of my Jamaican knowledge and that is my roots, and certain things I'm not indulging. And I'm in America for a long time. A lot of people say, how come you don't Americanize? Well, I Americanize. In some ways I can, and some way I'm not going to, even though I can. You understand? And I notice you got some African American, they hold on to their African American roots. There's certain things they're not going to do. They're still keeping their black roots and say, oh, this is my black roots. Rasta, that's your way. You understand? And I'm like, yo, this is my way also. You understand? And they respect the thing on the black and go down there like that. And then they got a white man, he holding on to his roots. And they got the Indian man holding on to his roots. It's the way they do things. But when you check it, someone teach it to them. And they say, this is the way. But what if those ways that they're following is not the way for them, is something keep them down? All nations must look at all the knowledge they give unto them, all the religion they give unto them, and they must ask what this knowledge is actually doing to our population, because it keep passing down to another generation after generation. Because you people don't realize you passing down knowledge, stupid knowledge, dumb knowledge, knowledge that not going to elevate, roots that not going to elevate, and a certain way of living not going to elevate. And you pass it down to the culture. You keep on passing down, keep down, backwards, stupid, to another generation. So if you want the generation to have a upper lifter, what you need to do is pass on knowledge that uplift it. And if you don't think that knowledge is right, what you do is teach your own. And how do we come up with our own knowledge and our own thinking? Is by observing. Observe, research, experiment. I do a lot of experiment to save my way, because when I realize when it comes to a lot of talkers, a lot of teachers, I realized it was only a different nation doing it. Understand? And then when I understand creation, I realized some creations, you know, the skin color, you can't watch the skin color, you gotta watch the soul. And so you got the black souls, them teach different from any other soul. If you check some white people, they have black soul. Got some Indian got soul of black. Understand? And you have the Puerto Rican and the Mexican, they got black soul. But you have to understand the creations of the Almighty to understand why I say they have black soul. Because human watching the flesh, but when they should be watching the soul. And the soul is the key. If you watch the soul, you will notice millions of souls, but they're all the same alike. Me, I have a couple souls, well, you know what I'm saying? I have more than 500 souls in their life. But if you want to realize what my soul is the original soul. Understand? And my soul is always wandering. If you trick my soul, you will never be the same. If you trick my soul, it will never be the same between you and them. Meantime, I have some souls is different, and my soul they ain't stupid. If they were stupid and they wake, you better be careful. You understand? These are some of the things you need to watch, and these are some of the things they never teach us, and these are some of the things they want you to follow in million, trillion, billion years to come. Don't watch your flesh, watch your soul. You understand? And this is how I come up with knowledge. I observe and learn and pass it on to you. Remember I told you in some of my camera the world is a classroom and everything teaching. Wherever you are, something is always teaching you. If it's not the bird teaching you, something else teaching you. If the dog is not teaching you, something else is teaching you. If the TV turns on, the TV is teaching you. Understand? If the weather changes, the weather is teaching you. You just have to observe. Understand? If a person talking to you, he's teaching you. A little baby crawling, teaching you. Understand? Down to the water flow teach you. Down to the rock teach you. The sand teach you. Because it have different elements, different textures. Every tree teach you. Different way of the leaf shape. Different timing of how it changes. Understand? These things teach you. Every animal, like I told you, have a different way to survive. Every bird have a different way how to create. All of them have a different design, and I told you that. If you're born in a family that don't have nothing, you have a design in it. Understand? You have a design in it, you have to observe the design and bring it out. Sometimes you hear it, but you are not following it. You understand? But whatever they teach you now, that's what you follow. But you gotta understand, like I said before, what you're following, what are you getting from that knowledge? That way of thinking you got, what did you build from it? You learned that in school, what did you take that knowledge and do? And you pass it down to your generation. So go to school, get an education, but when you go to school, get an education, what they become of them? Only the small one them who take their knowledge and do something with it. Some of them stuck on job. Some of them say, this is the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to find a new job and I'm going to find a good job and I'm going to stay with it. That's what you pass on to them. But if you pass on to them, get a job, use the education and build from scratch, then you will have a different generation. If you say take your education and build something from it, start a business from it, understand, learn how to use the internet from it, understand, do a lot of things, form an organization with it, because the mind do not have a stop limit. It's when you stop thinking, it's when you stop researching. Whatever you do not know, someone know it. Whatever you want to know, you got to research to see if the truth in it. And they tell me the proof is in the pudding. So if the proof is in the pudding, you have to follow the proof. Because this is a proof video. You're following what you told. You're following teaching of religion. Somebody give it to you. You're following teaching of the roots. Somebody give it to you. Understand? You're following teachings of a work ethics. Somebody teach that to you. You got to think of the time when there was no job for you. You gotta think of the time when there was no computer for you. You gotta think of the time when there was no police for you. No military for you. People were just living. You understand? You have to think about the time when there was no law. There was time period in this land right here where there's no law. It was ruthless. You understand that? This is what you gotta take it and check it. Most female that give teaching, say boyfriend and girlfriend, it's hard for her to adapt to a man with many wives. It's hard for her to come just join a man with many wives, because all her life she teach just one man to a woman. If I have another woman and she find out, she get upset, that's what they pass on to her. But if you get another one that grow up into a community where she see man having more than one woman, she gonna have a different mindset. If I say you wanna join my wife, if she gonna let me ask, let me, you know, and then she will come forward herself in. You understand? Some village, you have to go ask the king for the king to pass on a woman to you. You understand? Everything's come as roots and culture. But the most amazing part of it is who comes up with those things. Who was the one who put that in your mind? Who the one give you the all different language, all different way of talks, all different way of writing? You got to see that the Almighty Father God play a role in it. And this is how the Almighty plays in what we teach. When you check the language them, you notice the Almighty plays a part in the language. Understand? If you want to learn language, you're going to take a time before you learn language. So when you check it, I think the different creator plays a part in it. And then if you check the writing, you notice a different way of writing. Someone teaching to it. Have you ever think of a human like myself create his own writing? I ever think of other people come up with different way to write letters? No one don't do that yet. Understand? So there's ideas, but there is many more to come, and many more not to come, and many more to elevate, and many more understanding. Right now we're just in technology age. Million, trillion, billion years to come. This earth gonna see a lot of changes of technology, a lot of different changes of human mindset, a lot of changes of traveling, a lot of changes of technology, a lot of changes going to come up on the earth. We're still growing, and we're just taking our time developing ourselves. Understand? So for you to follow their teaching, you will also have to follow your teaching if you want to have an uplifting. Remember, I'm going to tell you, rear up the weapons and turn them on. Mayday, 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 you don't run with the payday. Shotgun, in case to shoot, you run them down and burn them down. Shotgun, put out and shoot.